When my estranged family walked into my restaurant after 4 years of silence, I knew they had not come to reconnect. They had come to take something. My father sat at my best table with my mother and my older brother, acting as if nothing had happened between us. Before I could even speak, my father calmly told me that I was going to sign over 15% of my restaurant to my brother before the night was over. He even had legal papers ready, convinced I would simply obey. They believed that because we shared the same blood, I owed them everything I had worked for. I had spent years building that restaurant from nothing. Every wall, every menu item, every piece of furniture represented sleepless nights, endless debt, and sacrifices they never witnessed. 4 years earlier, I had cut all contact with my family after discovering my father had secretly taken out a $32,000 loan using my identity to rescue one of my brother's failed businesses. The debt destroyed my credit, and instead of apologizing, they told me it was my responsibility because family was supposed to help each other. I worked for years to repay a loan I never agreed to while they disappeared from my life without a single phone call. Now they suddenly wanted to be family again, because my brother had managed to lose nearly $200,000 in another failed investment. They claimed he only needed 15% of my restaurant so he could convince his creditors he still had valuable assets. My parents insisted I was the successful one, the strong one, and therefore it was my duty to save him. They wrapped guilt inside compliments, hoping I would fall for the same manipulation that had controlled me my entire life. Instead of arguing, I stayed calm. I told them I would think about it after dinner service. The moment I walked back into my office, I called Diana, my longtime mentor and attorney. She knew my family well and immediately understood what was happening. After listening carefully, she reminded me that I could simply have them removed by the police for trespassing and intimidation. But I wanted something more important. I wanted the truth documented forever. Diana quickly prepared legal paperwork that looked like the partnership they expected, but in reality, it was a secured personal loan agreement. If my brother signed it, any unpaid debt would become legally tied to his own assets instead of my business. When I returned to the table, I acted as though I had finally given in. My parents relaxed immediately, believing they had won. Before signing anything, I explained that I needed to record our conversation for business documentation. They agreed without hesitation. During the recording, I carefully guided my father into admitting that years earlier he had taken out the loan in my name without my permission. Thinking he was simply helping with paperwork, he confessed everything on camera. It was the admission I had waited years to hear. Then everyone signed the documents without reading them carefully. Only after every signature was complete did I reveal the truth. Earlier that morning, I had quietly purchased my brother's debt from his investors at a discount. I was now legally his creditor. The agreement they had just signed confirmed that his debt was secured by his own assets, not my restaurant. My father's recorded confession also gave me proof of the identity fraud that had nearly destroyed my future years earlier. Shock spread across the table. My mother begged me to reconsider, while my father accused me of betraying the family. I calmly reminded them that I had rebuilt my life alone. They had never helped me open my restaurant, repair my credit, or survive the years they abandoned me. If they had simply asked for help honestly, I probably would have given it. Instead, they arrived with threats, manipulation, and demands. I refused to destroy my brother's life, but I also refused to let him escape responsibility. I placed a legal lien against his property and arranged affordable monthly payments with low interest. He accepted without protest because he knew he had no other choice. My parents left that night realizing their plan had completely collapsed. Over the following months, my restaurant became more successful than ever. My brother quietly made every payment on time. My father left one long voicemail about loyalty and family, but I deleted it without responding. My mother eventually sent a short message asking if I was happy. I stared at it for a long time before replying with only 2 words: I am. Then I blocked her number, returned to my kitchen, and continued building the life that no one would ever take from me again.